I play and just doing what I can do.
Devin, how much more comfortable do you feel right now than maybe you did when bowl practices started?
I feel like it's been very different. You know, we have our full game plan in, and we've had a whole month to prepare for it. So it's been, good for me just to see everything, all the looks, and just slow everything down.
Devin, what are your favorite throws to make?
Touchdowns, touchdown throws.
All right, that's a good answer. The way do you ever feel more comfortable? Do you like working outside the hash, inside the hash? What do you? I know you're going to try and make every throw the best one. But I would think it's just natural that you have one that you may think is better than another.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain throws, I guess, that every quarterback kind of throws better. I feel like, maybe stuff more towards the field or like field hooks, something like that.
Take off to Brandon Ennis.
Yeah, there you go, exactly.
Yeah. Hey, Devin, do you to this moment, do you feel like you've improved every day? You've stacked days on days. What is your sense of how things have progressed for you getting ready for this game? You understand?
Yeah, I feel like I've stacked a great month together. I feel like this team has been, well prepared and well coached, and this thing's been rolling.
Devin, when you look, burn the boats, wear a bolo tie, you wear 33. How much do you think that personality off the field impacts the game on the field?
I think it really helps. I think it drives the confidence, especially just in myself, of like, you're here for a reason. You've been training your whole life to go do this thing. Like, let's go get it.
Are you going to wear the bolo tie on Friday?
I think we're wearing just the team issue gear. I don't think we're dressing up, so I don't think so.
Should we do something in the Cotton Bowl once?
Yeah, just kind of something. Maybe in the first game.
Okay.
Maybe won it.
Yeah, just maybe.
TCU.
Exactly.
I mean,
Pretty cool.
the
story.
irony is pretty interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
It is. It's crazy.
And you've thought about it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Did you know about it before? I mean, did you have to look that up, or did you just already know it being a semi-ball foul?
No, yeah, me and my dad had talked about it before the game even started.
Yeah.
Do you feel any pressure coming on Friday, or is it just a chance to just go out and show what you got?
No, yeah, I was talking about this earlier. Like, obviously there's going to be a little bit of pressure with the game, but even my family was asking me, like, are you nervous for this game, this and that? And I'm like, I've been playing this game since I was 7 years old. It's the same game, just in a bigger stadium.
You've watched video of Sammy Ball. He was a punter, too. He was as good a punter as he was a quarterback almost, which says a lot for him. What just stood out about his game? What do you want to leave? What do you want people leaving this game thinking about you? Yeah.
He was just a tough SOB. I mean, like, there was nobody tougher on the field than him. He played all over the place, did what he was told, and just went out there and was a baller.
Can you imagine playing without a face mask?
Different times, completely different times. No way.
Do you hope people think that about you?
Yes, sir.
How's the ankle? I know you said you were 100%, but we've seen it taped. Is that just
Yeah, that's just precautionary stuff. It's all good.
Colonel Tate, how ready is he for this moment?
He's super ready. I mean, he's had this whole year to grow, and he's done incredible things all season. He's had great leaders in front of him. Marvin, Emeka, X, all those guys have really shaped who he is now, and he's going to do big things.
How much is Emeka taking a hold of that room a little bit? Because obviously Marvin's been around, but he looks like he's not playing.
Yeah, I mean, Emeka's always been a leader of that room and a standout guy, so he's always going to do everything he can.
You may have been asked this earlier, but with Travion, we basically told us finally he is playing. We've been noticing him in practice, but what does that just add to the offense? Can you explain what he brings?
Yeah, he's such an explosive player. I mean, you got to honor him in the run game and in the pass game, and he does so great in protection. Like, he's a super smart player, and you can trust him to do his job.
How have you seen your relationship with Ryan change over the past month since Kyle transferred?
Yeah, it's been good. I mean, in the film room and stuff like that has completely changed, and more game plan specific stuff like that has been good, and being able to just talk one-on-one with about this game plan has been very good for me.
You can go back to preseason camp or early in the season when he tells you that it's going to be Kyle that started. What was kind of the message he gave you then about where you needed to be a year from then or by the end of the season?
I mean, when it first happened, it was like, this thing isn't over. Like, there's still a chance for you to go play, go win this thing, and, don't change anything you've been doing. Just keep preparing like you're the starter.
Did you feel like that was growing before the injury? Did you feel like, okay, we're getting closer, and then obviously
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even after the Purdue game, I felt like there was kind of a confidence in me that was building too, because, it's hard, taking a step back of like, you're not the starter anymore, but having to have that role and keep growing from there, I definitely had a feeling about that.
Yeah, I asked you about that in Columbus. I mean, it looked like they were trying to figure out a way to get you on the field, and it looked almost like they were trying to figure out a way to get this thing reopened. I mean, did you sense that?
I mean, I was just there to do my part and do everything I could to help this team, whether it was a couple run plays or actually open me up. Like, it is what it is. I was just going to go out there and do what I needed to do for this team.
But seeing some light at the end of the tunnel was invigorating for you, wasn't it? I mean,
Yes, sir, definitely.
What did you take out of that Purdue game? we saw a high and a rough throw. They probably won it back with a fumble. Like when you evaluated that and the experience, everybody's got to actually be on the field to learn and grow.
Yeah.
What did you take out of it?
I mean, you definitely learn that the game's different than how it was, but I think it built a confidence in me. Like, I'm not just some high school player anymore. Like, I'm a big-time college football player, and I could go out there against big-time and big level guys, and do the things I was doing in high school.
What are Coach Day and Corey Dennis and Coach Fish, what are they mainly, I don't know, worried about with you going in there, making your first start this week, meaning concerns that they want to definitely make you aware of, you know what I mean, about a phantom guy popping up out of nowhere, things like that, which can happen to first-time starters?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing that they've been talking to me about is just staying calm, just playing your game, because this month has been very good. We've put a ton of good practices together and just keep playing my game.
Do you go back to the hotel? How much are you watching video now? I mean, how is your day consumed, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, we got obviously our scheduled meetings in the morning and stuff, but then in the afternoons I'm grabbing guys and going watching specific things with them as well too.
What do you do?
That first conversation with Ryan after Kyle transfer, what was that like? And just, it's got to be a different kind of feeling because you're good friends with Kyle. You don't want to see him kind of move on, but this is your chance to get the.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say bittersweet, but it's hard to see a friend like that go and a good player go, and a tough situation for him. But then again, I was excited to be able to take this thing over, and I was just ready to get back out there and start working again.
You talk about what you've been doing going through film. I'm curious. I'm sure this month has been a whirlwind. What have you done to kind of get your mind off things? What do you do, when you're not just constantly being a quarterback?
I mean, this month has been mostly quarterback, but I was home for 3 days and got to be with my family, and huge family. My dad's side, my mom's side, both got to see their whole sides, and then we really didn't do much. Go shoot guns, stuff like that.
Go shoot guns.
Where do you do that?
Yeah.
You can drive out in the desert. Like, we went to Sycamore Creek. I'm sure you guys don't know where that is, but Sycamore Creek out in Arizona, and you can go out and shoot.
Looking at the Mizzou passing defense, is there an edge in your game that you think you can highlight in that sense?
Yeah, I mean, they've got great players all over the field. They're very talented up front. They got good DBs. Very talented. They're a top 10 team for a reason, but we also have a lot of weapons on offense that I think can make good plays and get open in space. That's going to be good.
Coach Hartland said you guys are expecting a lot of man coverage. What's kind of your read progression? What are you going to be looking for on any of the route patterns that you have to throw?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of man stuff, so guys got to go win and go make plays.
The time you spent with the twos throughout this season, has that helped the connection that you are now going to kind of inevitably have with Carnell, Brandon, and the other freshmen that are going to have to step up and maybe play more reps on Friday?
Yeah, I would say so. They definitely had that connection early on with them, so that helps.
Devin, I was asking some of the defensive